Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Crashy and today we're going to be diving into a jungle guide for one of my favorite all-rounders, Garchomp. So Garchomp, really insane all-rounder. A little bit slow to start, but gets very strong. And in my personal opinion, really excels in the jungle because it's just kind of hard to lane him early on. So let's go ahead and jump into a game with him. We're going to do a practice. I'm going to talk a little bit about, how I like to jungle him, what the goal is. And I'm actually going to stay in this one a little bit longer to kind of show you some of the phases and the transitions. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at it. We're going to be running eject button pretty much always. And this is my current jungle build with all-rounders. I'm running Floatstone, Muscle Band, and Buddy Barrier. I think that this is a really good build. This is kind of that, like, I want to be damage focused with a little bit of durability. I don't really want to go full tank on him, and I'm not quite sure if this is the most optimal best setup. I think you could swap out, like, for a focus band. I think there could be a period of time where I might try to swap out Floatstone for a scope lens at some point. I just don't really have that setup yet. So for now, this has been my pretty go-to all-rounder build that I've been really enjoying. So let's go ahead and jump into this practice game, and we'll go through our clear. And then, like I said, I kind of want to put a little emphasis on what you should be looking for Garchomp and how you want to transition through some of the phases of the game, because I do think that that's pretty important. And junglers have to make decisions, and this is part of that process to learn and make those decisions. So let's go on ahead and get started with this one. We're going to take Sand Attack. You can hit a couple hits here if you want to leash early on for your laners, and then you're going to go straight into killing Lillipup. So once we get him taken care of, we'll start with Ludicolo. I could avoid that damage, but it's whatever. Kill Ludicolo. A nice clear that we got going on. And we will now work on Bouffalant. Pull him over toward the end, you guys know. And we'll go over to our Corphish. We got the Corphish down. Now we're on to the next one. We're really reaching for that evolution, because that's when we really start to come online. So now, at this scenario, you could either take this jump pad, or sometimes what I like to do, and this is something I'm just adding into the video, is I'll come down to the opposite side and I'll take this one, because you don't really need to do anything until 850. So now I'm looking to contest the lane, and none of this would be here, or this wouldn't be here. I'm looking to contest the lane that the enemy jungler might actually start at. So now, you want to come down, you're going to want to help with the Vespa Queen, and, if y'all take this, cool. I'm just going to get it all, pretend like we got a kill, whatever the case may be, and cool. Now, if it was all clean, we're going to be moving into the neutral jungle. I always stress the importance of wiping out the mid-neutral Corphish, even before rebuffing yourself. And at this point, you have a couple of options. You can rebuff yourself at Ludicolo and Bouffalant. You just got your dig option. That's going to be the ability we want to take for our R. So we just got dig, so now it's gank time potentially. You want to be going into the lane for gank time, or you can just continue to jungle. So let's say our lanes are just doing well, don't really need me. All right, we'll come on ahead back, and we're gonna recamp, because you want to rebuff so that way your clear is consistent. It's fast, you're able to consistently be strong, and at the same time you're still getting the experience. So it's all just a win-win for you if you get to come back and rebuff whenever it makes the most sense. You don't always have to do it right away, especially if there's some good ganks out there, but we're continuing to get this EXP. And about this time, probably looking to hit a lane again, probably whichever one's closest to you, as this mid camp is most likely going to be coming up here any second. So same thing, I'm going to be kind of dancing around, assuming this would be a decent lane to either try to counter gank at or look for a solid gank at. We also have 20 seconds, which is going to be that hour mark. All right, so right here, this is where I'm looking to engage again, kind of on this repeat cycle. Could have gone top lane, totally up to you, depending on what lanes look more gankable. But we also have Dreadnought and Rotom coming up, and now we get to upgrade our Earthquake. I mean, I'm obviously taking a lot of experience, but you're looking to re-hit these lanes for some of these core moments. And at this point, Dreadnought is up, and I with Garchomp specifically, I always like to go for Dreadnought. The main reason being, you have great gank potential with dig. You can really find a pick in these couple of ganks that you have dig up, and you pop out the Earthquake, and your teammates are able to follow up. But the biggest thing, one of the main reasons why I tend to focus bot lane specifically with Garchomp, is the ability to clear. I mean, the ability to like literally like wipe this Dreadnought out. I mean, you can have your teammates pushing up, just holding them at bay, and you just completely wipe this out. Very, very good. So now this is a little bit more transitional, where I want to talk specifically about the different periods of time in the game. From this phase, we have this shield on. If we don't have this down, if you want to get it down, you can definitely start diving and get some kills, get more of an advantage. That's what you want to do. You can either get this tower down or get it very, very low in terms of scoreable AOS energy. And if Rotom is still up, then you want to fly yourself up the map. Hopefully your team is grouped up with you, and you want to go and work on this next objective. Again, most of this would probably be gone, but if they're not already up here doing this, you and your team want to be securing. So you're constantly playing the map in a way that is giving your team an advantage. Like that's now at this point we should well be grouped, and we need to be doing all of the things that we can do to continue to score an advantage and keep an XP lead. So what I want to do is I want to build a scenario, because I think this is important. This could be probably a video on its own, but I want to build a scenario that happens a lot, and it usually happens around this this Rotom sometimes. But I need to get a little bit more AOS energy. So let me do that really quickly, and let's talk about this scenario that I want to build. Alright, so I need a little bit more. Alright, so sometimes around that first Rotom, or sometime in the game, this tower gets taken, and people always try to run it up this lane. This is pointless. Don't run it up deeper in the lane. It's absolutely pointless. If there's nothing on the map to do, I mean, like if there's only just neutral camps, go do the neutral camps. Peel back, get everything else. Peel back and get everything else between the next Dreadnought. And look, so like I need to recamp right now. Should have done that earlier, but I was just kind of like waiting and explaining. A lot of that would have happened a little bit more naturally. But look, I need to get my Ludicolo. You want to rebuff your Ludicolo, and then you want to be on your way and ready. The timing is off for me right now because I'm playing this game solo, but I would be already on my way and dancing around Dreadnought, you know, sitting in these bushes, dancing around the lane here with my team, ideally this whole team, and you would be in preparation. Now, looking at the time right now, it's 4:17. This is a good team fight phase. There's nothing else on the map to do. This tower is probably gone, the top tower is probably gone, or vice versa. Somewhere on these maps, these towers are gone, and this is a good team fight. So let's say we come in here, we have a big team fight. You know, I pop my ultimate. This is a good time to use ultimate, because looking at the clock, you know that you'll be able to get another ultimate before the end of the game. So let's say hypothetically this game has just been going perfect for my team. Like, we have absolutely taken everything. Like, we've got it all down. Well, at this point in the game, you can see we've kind of created a scenario, unless the enemy team like staggered the timing of it, we've created a scenario where when we kill Dreadnought, Rotom comes up after it. And that's very idealistic. It may not work that way, but guess what? In this scenario that I've built right here, we are going to fly straight up to top lane with our team grouped up. You can even throw them a ping, pull up your map and press A, move your cursor, press A, and we want to get Rotom. We want to take it again. Again, when you take this, you do not want to be pushing up the lane with it. There's nothing to score from that. And looking at the timing, look, it's 3 minutes into the game, or 3 minutes left on the game. All right, let's see. Look, we even get to artificially like win our team fight. Cool. All right, we won our team fight, but there's no, look at this, 3 minutes left in the game. Why would we push here? What are we going to get? A continuous, never-ending fight that gives us like a bunch of deaths here. Maybe we score a little bit. Pointless. Don't push here. You want to start wiping out again. You want to start preparing for Zapdos, especially if you're in the lead. So we start wiping out neutral experience. You know, the jungler or, you know, whoever can go rebuff up on Ludicolo. In my opinion, at this stage of the game, the Buffalant buff is really, really good for like ranged attackers like Cinderace or Greninja, somebody that's very auto attack focused, or even like an all-rounder like a Lucario that's going to be diving in. Not bad on me as well, but you know, just thinking about a little bit of optimizations, and it's time to start playing for Zapdos, and you guys should have a pretty good conceptualization of how to do that. So that's the jungle guide for Garchomp. You know, we've covered the early to mid game transitions, we covered how you want to be rotating throughout the map and some of the different ways that you're playing it. We covered the build from picking up Dig and Earthquake, and even a little bit in terms of timing for the jungle, when you want to be rotating for Dreadnought or Rotom, when you want to be flipping the map and saying, you know what, we just got this objective, let's as a team go to the other side. When you want to use your ultimate, you do not want to use your ultimate if you're getting close to the last 2 minutes. You want to have that ultimate for this fight. and ultimately you want to be able to win it. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have a different item setup that's been working for you, I'd love to know it in terms of Garchomp players, but this has been working really, really well for me. I'm a nice mix of tanky. I bring that shield with my ultimate for me and one other ally. I get to put out a lot of damage. I've got that move speed from Floatstone, and I really just like the way that it plays. So as always, friends, be sure to be kind to one another, tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.